Deputy Prime Minister Yalçın Akdoğan vowed on Friday to continue the country's Kurdish settlement process, saying it is a strategic issue for the government that cannot be used as a tool in the parliamentary elections slated for June 7. Akdoğan also warned the pro-Kurdish People's Democratic Party, HDP, to act carefully in their role in the settlement process. In his remarks, which were reported by T24, Akdoğan said the government has taken important steps regarding the settlement process to resolve Turkey's long-standing Kurdish issue, and it hasn't made the reforms over the issue as part of any bargain. The settlement process is not a random process that can be sacrificed for the parliamentary elections. This is a strategic issue for us. We won't take a step back from this process, he said. Akdoğan said the HDP has a role regarding the ongoing talks as part of settlement process and that HDP members need to act carefully. I don't find Mr. HDP leader Selahattin Demirtaş's statements against Mr. President or his negative remarks over the settlement process appropriate, Akdoğan said, and reiterated his comment that President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan and the AK party, which he is co-founder leader of, launched the settlement process. On Wednesday, the Deputy Prime Minister criticized Demirtaş and the outlawed Kurdistan Workers' Party, PKK, leadership based in the Kandil Mountains over remarks targeting President Erdoğan, saying Erdoğan is the architect of the process and his stance on it is of vital importance to how the process will proceed. Akdoğan also refuted allegations from the HDP, which is participating in the talks between PKK leader Abdullah Öcalan and the government, that if it fails to get enough votes to enter parliament, the settlement process will fail. If the HDP cannot enter parliament, it is not end of the world. This settlement process is state policy. Those who play with fire will be burned in the end. When this process started, was the HDP present in parliament? Those who take up arms will lose, the Deputy Prime Minister stated. The HDP decided to run in the upcoming elections as a party, instead of individual candidates as it did in the past. However, concerns are growing over the fate of the settlement process if the HDP fails to get enough votes to surpass the 10% election threshold for parliament. In 2012, the government, headed by Erdoğan, launched the settlement process with imprisoned PKK leader Öcalan in order to seek a solution to the country's decades-long Kurdish problem, which has involved the loss of nearly 40,000 lives. Last weekend Öcalan repeated his call for a PKK Congress to discuss the laying down of arms and beginning of an era of peace, in his Nevruz message, which was read by HDP deputies to a crowd of tens of thousands attending Nevruz celebrations in the southeastern province of Diyarbakır. The HDP has been subject to accusations of a secret bargain with the AK party for an overhaul of the Turkish constitution, under which Turkey would shift to a presidential system that would give Erdoğan extensive powers, in exchange for which the Kurds will supposedly be granted key demands such as autonomy.